Well, here we are again. It's another beautiful Sunday here in Ventura County. And today we find ourselves at an owl festival, the Owl Festival 2019, here at the Olivas Adobe Historical Park. It's right off of Olivas Adobe Road near Victoria. And it's a beautiful day out here. What is an owl festival? I don't know. We've come here to find out. But it looks like the Olivas Adobe Historical Park could be even more interesting than the owls themselves. Come on with us. Let's go find out. Well, let's come on in. We heard Mary here is the one to talk to. Hi, Mary. My name is Weston Montgomery.
Hi, Weston Montgomery.
And tell us a little bit about what's going on today and what you do.
We're having an owl festival here today. We have great horned owls that normally lay eggs in that tree and have their babies. They're beautiful, wonderful. And her name is Olivia, but this year she isn't here. She might be across the golf course. We're not really sure. But she's taken a couple years off over the years. I've been here 11 years. Every year we have 2, 3, or 4 babies in that tree by now.
Which tree?
This tree, that big eucalyptus.
Big one, eucalyptus out there.
It's me.
Right.
So the Raptor Society came and got the baby, brought it up, and released it back in the wild down here.
Wonderful.
It was awesome.
And now the Raptor Society's here today.
They've been here ever since.
Right. And what year did that start? Couple
5 years ago.
5 years ago?
5 years ago.
Wonderful. And where are we today? Tell them.
We're at the Olivas Adobe in Ventura, California. This place has been here since 1839. Mr. Olivas was granted this land, 4,600 acres, from the Mexican Army.
4,600.
4,600. He owned all of Ventura, pretty much, county. He dealt with the ship people as they came in. That's how he made his living.
Okay.
He raised, well, within a year, Mr. Olivas had to do 3 things to keep this land grant. Raise a crop of food, a herd of cattle, and build a house.
Is this the house?
That's the house.
Right here, back here.
Right there.
Us.
That's the house. So he did, of course, achieve that. They had 21 children here.
Wow.
They had 13 boys and 8 girls. And the boys had to sleep outside. Every one of the children except one became a rancher. The boys.
Got it.
The one boy that did not, he worked, he was a musician. And he married his cousin, Ermina. She was the songstress of the West. And they became, or he was the only one that didn't become a rancher, but that's what you did back then. You became ranchers. It was very interesting.
Wonderful.
I'm sure.
Well, thank you for your history already. Take us in. This place is beautiful.
Come on in. Come on in.
Spanish-style walls, adobe.
The only Montgomery, I think it's called Montgomery style
that's mine.
home that
Georgia
is
Olivas.
Georgia Olivas. Joanne, this is Joanne, one of our docents here.
Hi, Joanne. May we come in?
They're doing a tour.
Hi, my name's Weston Montgomery.
Hi,
All right.
my name's Joanne.
And where are we?
We are in the sewing room here at the Olivas Adobe, and this sewing room is to show you how the Olivas family had to be totally independent. When they lived here, we have a spinning wheel and a loom. There was no electricity in Ventura when they were here in the 1860s, so we have kerosene lamps and candles. These are the pictures of the Ortega family, and there is another small adobe down west of the Mission. So that's kind of the poor man's adobe, and here the Olivas family has this wonderful, wonderful large adobe.
So I just love it. I love all these old doors and the knobs and the handles. Is this all original?
All original.
Wow.
This is truly Ventura's treasure.
I love it.
Have you been here before?
This is my first time.
Oh!
We came for the Owl Festival. We're finding out so much more.
Yes, and you can come every weekend. On Saturday or Sunday, we have tours from 11 to 3, and a docent will take you through. You'll learn all about the Olivas family, and in the exhibit hall, we have a video that tells all about the Rancho period in California history. And everyone in Ventura County should come here because it is truly Ventura's treasure.
We love it. We love Ventura County history.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
This room did belong to the Fleischman family, and they owned the Adobe from 1927 until 1951. And when Max Fleischman died, he left the property to the people of Ventura for their enjoyment.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
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 Great.
Ducks.
It's great hearing
There's his boat.
a man like this or a family that gave it away so we can still use
Well,
it.
that was kind of his philosophy. He believed that if you were wealthy and you had a lot of money, you did not deserve praise for contributing to philanthropies. He said you actually deserved a lot of criticism if you didn't use your money for the good of the people in your community. Yeah. So we really are very fond of Max because of that. Because if he had not done that, this property probably wouldn't be standing anymore.
It's a beautiful piece of our history.
Yeah,
in
it's a
Ventura
window.
County.
It's a window into the past, so that
Yeah.
you know what it was like during the Rancho period.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I love it. Thank you, Marcia.
Oh, you're
Very
welcome.
big icon. Did you know Mr. Fleischman built the breakwater in Santa Barbara?
No way.
Do you know why?
Breakwater for the harbor?
Yeah, because he had so many yachts.
You had to protect them.
Yes. He also, during the war, they were, steel was very scarce back then, and they came and they asked him, could we borrow your yacht? And he said, I'll sell it to you for $1. This is the military.
Right.
He goes, as long as you sell it back to me when you're done. And he did. Very historical.
Wow.
There's
What a
pictures
guy.
of he was awesome.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Very
He-
selfless
Very.
to give away things.
$90 million. They
Right.
called it the Great $1 Million Giveaway. When he passed away, all this money went to all different places. He donated it to the agriculture department over in Nevada at one of the big universities. He was a very neat guy. I would have liked to have met him.
Yeah.
He was cool. But he had so many yachts. That's why he built the breakwater in Santa Barbara, because he couldn't get his
That's a
yacht
great
in.
fact.
Isn't it cool?
Well, he's living on today.
He donated I think $400,000, and they matched it, but that wasn't enough, so he went back and donated some more.
Okay.
So his yachts
And
were
still there.
What were the names?
Mary's favorite spot in the Olivas Adobe. Excuse us, thank you. Wow.
Here you go. This is the architecture.
This is amazing.
This.
Here, let's get a
reason
flash
this
on.
Is my favorite part is because this is where they stored, like most people have a cellar or like a wine cellar, or this is where they stored their food.
Okay,
Look at this. This is all the
Wow.
original house.
wonderful. Look at that old wood beam above the door. That's great.
Look at this. How amazing it is.
That's part of the chimney there.
Yeah.
I mean, for how popular Spanish-style architecture is,
Look at that.
this is a real treat.
The
mean, the
bricks
guys
took a
try and
month
recreate
to
this.
dry.
A month?
A month to dry.
The grout in between or the brick?
The bricks themselves. See how there's a brick?
Yes.
They had a little form that they put these bricks in.
Is that a bone? No.
God, you never
Looked like a
know.
bone. Look
You
at that.
never know. Do you? Isn't it fabulous, though?
Oh, yeah.
Well, for how big the Spanish colonial revival is
Oh, check that out. That's
for these
awesome.
houses,
Well, they were
this is a
Catholic.
real treat. Yeah. Well, this is the real deal.
Barrel piano. What's that called? There it is.
Upright barrel piano.
Hi, Sue. My name is Weston Montgomery.
Hi.
We're learning some local history today.
Oh, really?
And can you tell us about what you were just cranking on here?
Yeah, well, it's called an upright barrel piano, and basically it was made for a street entertainer in 1850, and I get to very much play it. I don't know one note from another, but I can turn a handle, and actually there is a cylinder in here, and it plucks the upright piano keys and makes the music, and it plays 8 different songs.
I love it.
And I can change it by this bolt. And so if I move it any one of these grooves, then
Okay.
it will play a different song.
Can you hear that? And then the pieces are moving as well.
Right, yes, the little people are moving. Over here is probably if you had a peseta, which would be a penny. In those days, the children would put a penny on there and it would drop it into the pan below. Quite an interesting instrument. These beautiful.
Very. Is this your favorite number?
No, I don't have a favorite. I just play them all.
Great playing, Sue.
Thank you. I love it.
Awesome. And what year is this dated back?
1850.
1850. Upright piano, crank style. Thank you, Sue.
Well, you're welcome.
All right. How wonderful. Okay. So much more.
Oh, she has a lot to share with you. I'm Georgia Olivas Madrid.
Well, let me
I'm a
come on in.
fifth generation direct descendant to the Olivas family.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm a great great grandmother, and there I have four. I will have the fourth great grandchild born, and they're eighth generation.
How interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, just filled with joy. Absolutely fabulous, fabulous. I've been a docent probably a couple years, and this is my second round. But I think I'm the second Olivas to be a docent here, and I think there's one more Olivas here, but I haven't met her yet. Do you know that if she's been hired, she's coming in yet? Yeah, I don't know.
So what has happened with the Olivas family in the modern era, the last 100 years?
The last 100. How do you mean that? You mean how
For
different?
our modern generation.
Well, we have indoor toilets for sure, and modern stoves,
Yeah.
and yeah.
But not just the house itself, for you.
For you,
What is it like being a part of this family?
Oh, humbling. It has to be humbling. You called me I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
You know, sometimes when you talk with people that come through here, and they take you on a very personal level, and you share who you are. And they're so, it's like there's not many Olivas living, and there's a lot of Olivases. We just don't meet them all at once, and they're not all
Right.
docents, and they're not part of what this family is. But I think where I'm real humbling is, how long have you been a docent here? 11 years?
11 years.
Yeah, I'm going to a funeral. We're going to a funeral next week of someone who'd been here over 20 years as a docent, and most of them were started by teachers.
Wow.
So I have a daughter who's a teacher, and I have a niece a teacher, ex-husband's a teacher, a granddaughter who's a teacher. So hopefully they'll start coming, and being a participant here. They might be a little bit too young yet.
Okay.
And love it like we do.
I know, and my youngest granddaughter loves it like we do.
Wow.
The older one does too. She's just quieter about it, and my grandson does too. So it's just a matter of time, and when they make their mark in life, and then you come back to your roots.
Right.
And that's what I did. I come back to my roots.
Well, thank you for
Thank
telling.
you.
I didn't mean to dig so deep on you.
Oh, I didn't either.
You come
Well,
right
the
in.
other woman just kind of dug a little deep. That's all.
Hello.
Here we are.
Wow. Thank you, Mary.
Is that not cool? All the way around. Yeah. That is actually a fuchsia planted by the last Olivas to live here in about 1900. Rebecca Olivas was the youngest. She took care of the mom. That's fuchsia plant she planted over 150 years ago.
150 years, that plant.
Those grapevines right there, Mr. Olivas planted. Those are mission grapes.
Wow.
Nothing lasts that long anymore. Isn't that cool?
They're still standing.
They're still there. And that's how wonderful it is.
Well, thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you for an amazing day and for showing us your secret.
That's my favorite
I
right
love it.
there. That's I always get in trouble, but that's okay because not
Awesome.
everybody gets to see it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
that was for you in the architecture.
Love it.
Fabulous.
Well, thank you, Mary.
Come back.
We will.
Every weekend we have tours.
Well, what an experience. We came for an owl show, and we ended up getting a rich history of the Olivas Adobe and the family and all the grounds here. We got to meet a direct descendant of the Olivas family, some great history, a secret spot, and what a true treasure. It's great that the Fleischman family, the last owners of this beautiful place, gave it to the public so people like us can come and experience Ventura County culture and history. That was great. Well, I invite you guys to come with us next time as we continue our search for California's cultures and companions. We'll see you guys out there. Bye now.